Hey yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl, back at it again. New video, same grind, you already know. I hope y'all doing well on this Saturday afternoon and ready to grind hard because... Actually, nah, screw that. We ain't grinding today. I've been grinding too much. It's time to stop. We gotta take a break and do something else. We got a life, no? As you can see in the video title, today I'm going to talk about how you, my fellow artists, can get out of the grind hell and why you should. But before we start the video, most of you watching are not subscribed to the channel, so let's fix this. Click to the subscribe button and leave a like so more people like you can find this video. As much as I praise the grind, specifically the art grind, it is good to put some breaks. I don't know if any of you experienced this, but me personally, about a year ago, I was deep in the grind hell. Every day I will just spend hours like an RPG just doing technical art practices and nothing really creative because I always thought that I wasn't ready yet or good enough to attempt any projects since I haven't had the skill to achieve my vision for these projects. And not only that, because that's what I was only doing in my days, the moment that I stopped or finished what I'm supposed to do for the day, I felt empty or didn't know what to do in my free time. Actually, I knew what I could do, but I just felt guilty of doing it, especially if it's not something art related. That's how deep in the grind hell I was. I wouldn't allow myself doing any fun projects, challenges, or enjoy life in general without being guilty. If you can relate with everything I just said right now, this video is made for you. So how do we get out of it? How can we lessen or even make disappear that guilt in its entirety? I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks that personally helped me and hopefully it will help you too. So the first thing we need to look at is inside of us, our mindset. One thing that I realized when I was stuck in the grind hell is that my mindset was solely focused on just getting work done or being productive, which is good, but we have to balance this. There's a time to work and there's a time to play. Whatever that play is, you should set a time for that. Think of that playtime as a part of the grind as well. Taking a break is essential for us artists because our journey is really demanding mentally. Let your mind enjoy things outside of art or something close to art. Those things can be a movie, playing video games, reading a book, etc. You can passively grind the art by doing activities that are close to that and take inspiration from those things or even unlock something that has been making you stagnant in the process, because one thing that the grind hell can cause is making you stagnant, or at least that's what I experienced for a short period of time. You need new things to inspire you for your work, and this will help you bring new projects that you didn't even think about. So go outside, touch some grass. Though winter is coming, so I guess you will touch some snow soon, but you get it. Get outside of your head, and if you ever feel guilty, it's okay. It's not a big of a deal. It's just a feeling and you are not your feelings. You have the right to enjoy things outside of your art grind, and like I said earlier, there's a time to work and a time to play. Organize yourself accordingly so you can balance those moments. Now, another reason why you could be stuck in the grind hell is another mindset related thing, is that you don't feel ready or you are scared of tackling the creative side of your art. Let me tell you, it can become real comfortable to do just technical practice over and over, and probably because you don't have the pressure of quote-unquote failing the artwork since you are just practicing. You expect yourself to not always get things right, and this is where it might lead you to this perfectionism mindset. You won't allow yourself to do the exciting and creative part of your art because you think you need to master the skill that you are currently studying. And let me tell you, you are dead wrong. Remember, I'll say it again. There's a time to work and there's a time to play. The playtime in our art journey is to do the creative part. Yes, you need to do some level of technical skill to achieve your creative endeavors, but sometimes it's good to simply just draw and not worry about this stuff. I guess the fact that we live in a time that we got access through the world, through the internet, and it's easy to share things, we tend to want to show our best selves every time. But you can't always be at your best every day and every time. I want you to go back in a time in your mind. Remember when you were a kid and you will just draw stuff for the sake of drawing. You didn't know shit about perspective, anatomy, shapes and forms, or any other fundamental stuff. And yet, here you are enjoying the process of drawing things that excites you. The lack of technical skills didn't stop you to do those drawings, so why now would you stop? What I'm trying to say is to draw the things that you genuinely love and do it with the mindset of a kid. Just enjoy the drawing. Don't worry too much about the technical skills and enjoy the process of creating. You don't have to post online the art you made, so no matter how bad or good it is, you can just keep it for yourself. And this is another thing that might keep you in the grind hell, is that you have reached the point that you grind the art not for you but for others. You want to impress other people, you want eyes on your art, which is honestly totally fair, especially if you're doing it for a living, but don't let that being the thing that scares you to make those projects. Making creative projects will help you more than just doing the technical practices. For my fighting game enjoyers watching this video, I'm pretty sure you can relate to this really well. It doesn't matter how much hours you put in training room practicing your neutrals or combos if you never put them into the test in an actual match against another player. And not only that, I'm pretty sure you'll learn better how your combos and neutrals work in an actual match, because now you can see how optimal certain movements are in a certain situation. And it's the same thing in art. And yes, I did compare art to a fighting game. For example, you can study anatomy as much as you want and remember all the muscle angles that exist. But then you start drawing a pose that has a foreshortening or it's a new angle, and all of a sudden, you feel like you don't know your anatomy anymore. But that's not the case. It's just that you stumble upon a situation that you are not used to, and if it wasn't for this, you will never know that you are lacking of this knowledge. As you do those projects, no matter how big or small they are, you will realize how much information you have retained from those drills and how well you can apply them. And from there, it will make the grind easier and maybe even shorter, since you know what is specifically you're lacking in the technical side of things, and you can just start hammering down those weaknesses and convert it to a strength. By doing this, you will be able to balance the time that you spend on the grind and the time that you spend expressing your creative freedom. Art is not meant to be perfect or be calculated like science or math. In my opinion, the imperfection is what makes the charm of artworks. So go do the things that excite you in your art and do drawing sessions just for fun without worrying about too much of the technical aspect of things. But don't get me wrong though, the techniques are really important if you want to strive to go above and beyond in your art journey. There will be a specific time that you will have to hard focus on just practicing a specific skill if you want to grow as an artist. I remember hearing a professional artist saying something along those lines of, if your eyes are satisfied with what you do, this is where your growth dies. But I guess hearing that made me go even deeper in the grind, and it's why I was stuck for a year time. But he was right. So to summarize everything I said in this video, to get out of the grind hell, you have to take breaks and enjoy other things outside or close to art by doing different activities which will lead you to new inspiration. And also, do more fun art session where you just express yourself, where you're just drawing for the sake of drawing and nothing else. Draw for yourself like you once did as a kid. That's all I have for this video. I hope this will help some of you to get out of the deep abyss of the grind. And if any of you got any advice that can help other people, please leave it to the comment. I will let you guys go. Have a nice weekend. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And like always, keep grinding, take some break, but don't slack. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Alright, peace!